Arjun was like most people, ambitious, driven, and always in a hurry. Every morning, his alarm screamed louder than his thoughts. He would rush through his breakfast, already irritated by the day that hadn't even begun. The traffic was always too much. The boss was always unfair. The deadlines were always impossible. And people, they were always in his way. Arjun had a habit. He blamed the world for every discomfort. But deep down, what he couldn't see was that the world wasn't fighting him. He was fighting himself. One Friday evening, his frustration exploded. A coworker had made a small mistake, and Arjun tore into him like a storm. Words sharper than knives flew across the office. Everyone went silent. Arjun walked out, chest heaving, hands shaking, but inside, he felt empty. That night, he argued again, this time with his best friend over something meaningless. When he came home, rage still burned in his chest like fire. He looked into the mirror and shouted, "Why is everyone against me?" His reflection shouted back. His own face, twisted with anger, felt like an enemy. And in that moment, he lost control. The mirror broke, but it wasn't the glass that shattered, it was his peace. The next morning, his neighbor, an old Zen teacher who lived quietly at the end of the lane, saw the broken glass. The man smiled gently and said, "Rough night?" Arjun forced a laugh. "I got angry. It's just a mirror." The old man nodded slowly and said, "You keep fixing the reflection, but never clean your face." Arjun didn't understand. "What do you mean?" The monk smiled. "Come by tomorrow morning. I'll show you." Then he walked away, leaving Arjun puzzled and slightly curious. When Arjun arrived, the monk was sweeping fallen leaves. "You're early," said the monk. "I couldn't sleep," Arjun replied. The monk gestured toward a bowl of water. "Look at it," he said. The water was muddy and still swirling from a recent stir. "What do you see?" asked the monk. "Nothing," said Arjun. "It's all unclear." The monk smiled. "Exactly. This is your mind when you're angry. You can't see the truth through it." Minutes passed. The water slowly became clear. "And now?" the monk asked. "I can see my reflection." "Yes," said the monk. "When your mind is still, truth appears." The monk picked up a small mirror from his robe. "This mirror shows you what you look like," he said. "But life itself is a bigger mirror. It shows you what you are inside. When you meet anger, it's your anger being reflected. When you meet kindness, it's your kindness coming back. Whatever you see in others exists within you." Arjun sat in silence as the memories replayed in his mind. Every fight, every complaint, all were just echoes of his inner chaos. The monk continued, "Stop trying to polish the reflection. Clean the dust on your own face. That's where peace begins." The next day, Arjun stood in front of a new mirror. This time, he didn't look for flaws. He simply looked quietly. The reflection looked back, not as an enemy, but as a reminder. He began noticing his reactions, the irritation, the blame, the urge to shout, and each time he paused. He realized that anger wasn't something others gave him. It was something he chose to hold on to. Slowly, life started to soften. His boss didn't change. The traffic didn't disappear, but the storm inside him began to fade. Because now he understood the mirror was never the problem. Months later, Arjun returned to the monk. "I finally understand," he said. "When I stopped trying to fix everyone else, peace returned on its own." The monk smiled. "That's how it works. You don't find peace, you stop disturbing it." The world hadn't changed, but to Arjun, it felt new. People seemed kinder. Days seemed calmer. Even the mirror, once a symbol of rage, now reflected a man who had found balance. The world will always mirror who you are. Shout at it, and it will shout back. Smile at it, and it smiles in return. The choice is yours.